We here to talk about some shit real quick. What's up? What's happening? It's Big K.A. We back in this thing. Here too good as shit with a cut. We here to talk about Christopher Brown. Some good news about Christopher Brown, at least. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, Briss Brown, whatever I call him. Yes, the nigga I seen do 27 backflips and he started doing gang signs. Yes, the Mr. I don't get tired, Mr. fucking maximum energy. Yes, Chris Brown. So if you know, he announced this breezy ball, with Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller going around doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? So recently, I don't know if he had like a pop-up at Coachella or wherever the fuck he was at. Basically, we seen him and Karrueche. We seen a little clip going around of them laughing and joking around together and shit. And I just thought, from where they came from, this just has to be highlighted. Now, again, it depends. If you don't know, Chris Brown and Karrueche dated for a minute now. I believe it was after him and Rihanna dated. Like, basically, they've been dating. They dated for a minute. They really liked each other, and then they broke up. We kind of seen Chris Brown spiral and be very toxic in that relationship to the point she's gone on and had other relationships with, I believe one dude was a football player and then she dated K.A.Vuton and whatever else have you. So we were seeing that she was kind of doing well for herself, right? At least in the relationship department. Especially when the reports came out that Chris Brown was toxic and he could have potentially abused her or whatever have you, like the Rihanna situation. Even though that happened a while ago, people don't forget about this shit. So, of course, we was looking at Karrueche. We didn't want her to get hurt. So, again, coming full circle now, 2025, to see them in the vicinity of each other, ha-haing and kiki and laughing and joking, because at one point, I believe she did have, like, a restraining order against him. So, just to see that, I was just like, hey, we need to cover this. Now, I know a lot of people don't fuck with Chris Brown, especially with the whole Rihanna situation, la-dee-dee-da-da. It wasn't the best situation. I don't condone that type of violence with women. Like I always say, unless, like, she's physically trying to take your life, then there's no need to hit a woman. I'm never going to be one of those dudes that's like, oh, never hit a girl. Because, again, there is some life or death situations. Now, again, it's mostly girl on girl or it'll be man on man. But, hey, in the rare case, a girl is trying to take your life and tries to, poke you with a knife or something like that, right? In those rare cases, hey, do what you gotta do to survive, because you're trying to make it to yours, to yours, at the end of the day. But even with that being said, right, for all of that to happen, the allegations that allegedly when Chris Brown was locked up, Drake smashed and she was doing all that stuff. That's why I think it was What a Time to Be Alive. I forgot when that dropped. I said 2015, 2016. It might have been 2020. It's either 2015 to 2016. It was whenever that shit dropped. But anyways, when Drake was like, this is why I go Karrueche with the chopstick. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of shit happened with them. Of course, the whole Quavo shit. Recently, the last back and forth Quavo and Chris Brown did have when they were dropping diss tracks against each other. They kept bringing up Karrueche and all this other shit that was going on at the time. So, clearly, I was looking at that like, yo, is Karrueche like... And then this is just me looking from the outside in. Again, I don't know these individuals. Just looking at some of the relationships, or at least publicized relationships Chris Brown has had. To me, it looked like, yo, Rihanna was his end-all be-all. That was his one. Like, if he could wife a lady up, it would be Rihanna. As we see, Rihanna's with A$AP Rocky, and they have beautiful children together. I don't know if they're married or engaged, or whatever the fuck they're doing. But anyways, they have their little family. They're doing their thing. Now, Chris Brown has kids. I'm not saying he don't have kids. But anyways, with that being said, after that, right? So, I was like, okay, maybe it's Karrueche at this one, because how the fuck this go back to Karrueche? Like, it's just crazy that this kind of went back to Karrueche and how that kind of started over Karrueche, the whole Quavo and Chris Brown beef, and how now they kind of brought it back in 2024. I believe it was 2024. With the whole diss tracks and all that back and forth they was doing. Like, it just came back over Karrueche, and it was crazy to me. So I'm like, maybe Karrueche is the one that got away. Maybe that's his one. And like, hey, I know niggas want to lie on the internet, but every guy and every girl, you have that one ex that, you love that motherfucker. Like, honestly, if you was like your partner, whoever you with is good for you and everything. But you got that one, maybe two. One or two exes, bro. If some bullshit happened to them and they so happen to pass away, you would sit there, you would be sad. Let's keep it a book. You would be sad. You might sit over, you might go take an extra long ass shower, go cry over there. Like, your ass would be sad if some bullshit happened to them. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's why I'm sitting here being like, maybe she was that for Chris Brown. Just that ex that you just loved. Like, it was just a love. Like, it was like an agape love. You know what I'm saying? It was just some shit, bro. It just couldn't be explained. You was just in that relationship and shit just was happening. And that's just how I view that little situation. So again, coming from all of that till now, 2025, to see them being in a space where they can laugh and joke with each other and there ain't no restraining orders, they just there and everything's cool. I just thought we should talk about it. Because again, like, bro, especially this channel, I'm guilty of it as well. I know other motherfuckers is guilty of it as well. We sit over here, we got on this shit. We start talking, we start chatting. By the way, before I continue off, happy 420 to y'all, my weed smokers, you know what I'm saying, that like to partake, hey, happy holidays and all that. It's Easter Sunday too, which is crazy. But anyways, besides all that, like I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? Sorry. Like, we cover all the bullshit and all the drama and the relationships, like, you know, the Cardi B and Offset divorce and this and that and that and this and everything that's going on with all these other situations. So we should talk about stuff like this, that, you know, it took them a while to get there, but hey, the fact after all the bullshit, y'all could kind of be in each other's presence and at least be cordial and laugh and joke, I do feel like it should be celebrated and commended because they kind of came a long way. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get back together, they're going to be best friends, but it is nice to see. After all the bullshit that happened, it is nice to see that. Shit, especially like with the whole beef between Chris Brown and Drake, when they actually like broke bread and got peaceful, I was like, bro, that is very nice to see. You know what I'm saying? And hey, listen, is y'all going to the Breezy Bowl? Y'all going to the Breezy Bowl? Hey, listen, that shit gonna be lit. Hey, listen. Hey, y'all could say I'm whatever, man. I fucks with Chris Brown. I ain't gonna lie. I bump the music. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucks with Briss. Briss is my man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm there for Briss. But anyways, with that being said, what do y'all think about this little situation? What y'all feeling? But yeah, it's just good to talk about stories like this at sometimes, bro. We gotta talk about it, bro. And honestly, yeah. You could make a case for it, like, bro, in life, niggas fuck up. People fuck up. People go through some bullshit. There's some bullshit that happen. Niggas can grow from it. And if this is growth, this is a good step in the right direction. As long as they know what it is and they respect what's going on, then who are we to judge so much about their relationship? But anyways, that's really all I got to say. Like, subscribe, help your boy out, help your boy grow. You already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ there while doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You trying to hit a little bit more there, man. I'm gone. Slimes on peace, y'all, gang. Aye.